Hello, hopefully we're live. This is the Lucky Hit Showcase of the Neo Geo Arcade Stick Pro. I always forget the name. This is ShelvedGamer, and we're going to have a little look through, see what games we've got. I've already put some of the... well, I guess I should explain. The game came with 20 games, and what they've done is they've made it so they've added games over time. I don't know why they didn't put all of them on there at once, but there you go. It started with all fighting games, but they've added some more. I've got nearly all of them. I've got 32 on here at the moment of the total, and yeah, it expands a little bit, you know. So I guess we'll start with... we won't play the first one, but we'll start with what probably made SNK famous, I guess. So I've tinkered with it a bit. I've played a few games. I haven't played every game on here yet, but I've been sort of trying to clear the games that are sort of not so well known to my memory. Hey there, Gaga Man. So Fatal Fury, I didn't really play much Fatal Fury growing up. I was a Street Fighter guy, but I did play some SNK games, but not Fatal Fury. It was more King of Fighters. It's where I know Terry from. But I've been going back playing Garou, and I like Garou. It's very methodical compared to, say, Street Fighter, which feels a bit more sort of combo-y. Yeah, turn the difficulty down just for the sake of this, because I am not good at SNK games. No. Hey Carla. Yes, I am wearing my Fatal Fury hat, which is Terry's famous hat from this, basically. Who we are going to play with, obviously. Play Blue and Harry first. I never wear baseball caps, so this feels a little bit weird. Yeah, is it like when you grow up on Capcom and then you move to SNK? It's a strange transition. SNK is a lot tougher. This is a lot more punishing. But when I turn the difficulty down, it's a bit more like Street Fighter, to be honest. So far, this stick has been quite a joy. It's not perfect. It's not like having the old Street Fighter Tournament Edition arcade stick. It's not that good, but it's not that far off. You know, considering it's got games built in, and it's roughly the same price as that stick. It's not bad. Capcom vs SNK. Well, the first one and the second one, I love those games. They are fantastic. London stage on Capcom vs SNK 2, best tune ever. That was my first experience playing as Rock Howard, who was my main. Are you okay? Don't know if he does that in this one. I'm not gonna fling my hat, just so you know. I'm also not like a stick pro. You can tell because I'm kind of whipping my power dunks there. But I'm practicing, you know. Though I did live in a very arcade. Yeah, Rock was my main. You know, I loved Rock in that game. But it was when I went to Garou and I was like, oh yeah, there's only 4 buttons in SNK, so that was really weird. Yeah, it is. You do have a few options. I can have a little look-see if you like at them. We've got obviously you can do your screen size, obviously, whether you want to use, I don't know why it's like that. Let's do pixel perfect, and then yeah, you can have smooth scaling, which is pixel scaling, which is obviously pixel perfect. Transverse scan lines, I would show you that, but you know that when you do scan lines on a stream, it doesn't like it. And longitudinal and 45-degree scan lines, so I'm guessing that's like for take mode, but there's no games that use that, so that's really weird if so. Yeah, and obviously you've got like save states. Control settings, it's very handy. Every game has its own button mapping, and I do like that because, you know, it's just handy. But the default with this stick is the Neo Geo CD layout, which is very odd because it's an arcade stick, but it's, you know, the ABCD like in a square, a bit more like a Super Nintendo controller. Yeah, there's quite a few. They're not fantastic. They are pretty bare minimum scan line modes. You know, you haven't got anything fancy, but they're alright. You know, they do the trick. But for the sake of the stream, I didn't put them on because, you know. But yeah, the default layout is like the CD, so it's like, yeah, in bunched in a 4, but I like to do it like the AES and the MVS, where it's like a sort of a curved line, if you know what I mean. But I know that there are different versions depending on which MVS you had and stuff. Some had a straight line, I think. But the only MVS machines I ever used had that sort of curve where it was like light punch, light kick, heavy punch, heavy kick, or strong punch, strong kick. And so I like that. Alright, Joe, God. I don't really like the gimmick of this too much, like the Fatal Fury series where you can sort of go into the background and stuff. It works better here than it does in the others, because in the first game you can't even do it. It's only the AIs allowed to change planes, which is bullshit. But in this one you can do it on command, which can be handy to get out of the way of fireballs and stuff. You know, can't deny that. Alright, Joe. Sorry about all the clicking noises, and that no doubt get picked up. I guess it's kind of authentic sounding. Okay. I really like this. I hear that Fatal Fury 3 is kind of like a sort of not everyone's favourite. I think a lot of people like Fatal Fury Special. It is, yeah, clicking stick is part of the experience. Feels like we're in a smoky arcade in town. I think this was kind of like Third Strike for people, where there's a lot of new characters in it, and some people didn't like that because some of their favourites weren't there. But then, like, the original Fatal Fury was kind of odd because you could only play as Terry, Joe, and Andy. That was it. You know, all the other characters were there, but you couldn't play them. Now, I think they did in the console ports, but in the arcade, that was a lot. I think that came, and I didn't know this at the time, but Fatal Fury was made by the guy who made the original Street Fighter, as in Street Fighter 1. And that makes a whole lot of sense. Only this game is good. Because, yeah, like in that game, you can only really play as Ryu and I think Ken. I think Ken was playable. At the very least, he was playable in like a 2-player. But so what I noticed you posted a picture of some stuff you got from SNK today. From SNK, yes. I saw Samurai Spirits there. I'm guessing that's the Saturn version. Which we may look at some Samurai Shodown later, being that collection just came out, so we might as well look at them. Geezers are, oh, I mean, there's a reason why it's like a meme how hard SNK bosses are. They are so broken, but Geese ain't Rugal bad, but he's bad, you know. He's not my friend. Don't like him. But I mean, okay, cool, neat. Yeah, so I'll try and show the stick itself if it shows up on the camera. So yeah, you do have have a decent set. You've got the 8 buttons on here, so you know you can choose if you want to. If you like to have like the American style, where they're all in a straight line, you can do that. You know, I don't. I like to have like the sort of Astro City style. Oh yeah, those light up things are just power, basically. But you can, like I say, what I like about this is they've really thought about modders when making it, because when you take it apart, it actually has, oh no, getting wrecked. Actually has pre-made screw holes for different stick sizes, so you can, because this is like a Sanwa clone, but it's not like a Sanwa size plate, and it has the exact screw holes to put a Sanwa plate in if you want. So if you wanted to put whatever in, you can do that. And oh, is he going to break a comeback? No. Oh no. Yeah, and the buttons, they just pop out and they've got little crocodile clip things in, so you can put in new buttons, you know. And I'm probably going to do that, because while these are Samuel clones and they are fine, they don't quite have the same sponginess, if you know what I mean, compared to Sanwa, and I would like that in there. I've debated maybe picking another one, because like, I've heard Hayabusa are good, and obviously you've got Semitsu. I think Hori used the Hayabusa parts. Not really an expert at that. Oosh. Yeah, got Franco bashed. That'll burn him. I think every single Fatal Fury game has had a different boxer character, like they've not stayed consistent at all. Maybe that kind of hurt this series a bit, because always changing the characters other than the main ones, because like Street Fighter you had your favourites that would always come back, but nice. If you didn't use them. Oh wow, I've never done that before. Like if you know, unless you use like Terry or Andy or whatever, you kind of have to sort of learn new characters every time. I think that's what a lot of people didn't like about Third Strike. I love Third Strike. That's just me. Ah, Yamazaki. Wiggly fists. Problem with that power dance, so start-up animation is so bloody large. Only the first one is that practical. And in this game they got rid of his rising tackle, which is really annoying, so I like that move. And this is a really good sort of like surprise anti-air. Oosh. That's just big crabs. Nice. Oh, it's Mai. A bit overdressed for Mai, isn't it? I've heard they kind of censored her jiggliness in the English versions of these games. Don't quote me, I haven't exactly looked it up, but that's what I heard. Yeah, it is. Sprite work in this is very good. I think this came out in '95? I'll check that in a bit. So, you know, very nice sprites for its time. I think this might be better than Street Fighter graphically for its time. Maybe not the first one, but because Street Fighter essentially didn't really change until Alpha, where we just kind of like, you know, the same game effectively. I think they might have cleaned up some of the sprite work, but this is a very good looking game. Howard Arena. It's Andy. I would. Fatal Fury's really grown on me. I like this series a lot. I know a lot of people like King of Fighters. I think I like this more. Depends. Some really good King of Fighters games. Not exactly fair because King of Fighters is so vast. Lay off. No. X-Spray, yeah. Bucky can talk. Burn Knuckle. I like one thing I really like this, and it's a small thing, but you've got a short hop in this. That's really good for throwing people off. You just sort of short hops over some moves as well. You don't have to really commit to the straight hops, and like Street Fighter didn't have that. Not to like downplay Street Fighter 2, it's amazing, obviously, but I don't think this series was given a fair shake, to be honest. I think this series should have deserved equal respect. In the right circles it may have done, but... You can sort of tell I don't really make use of this thing. There are specials in this game, but I'm not very good at it, because it doesn't... You've got to be on flashing health to do it, and that's the last time I really want to be doing a complicated action. So I really have to do his power geyser. Power wave. We'll move on to something else shortly. You know, won't spend too much time on Fatal Fury. It's a bit annoying because I know that one of the hidden games in this is Real Bout Fatal Fury, and I really want to play that because that's a very good looking game, but it's not been released by SNK yet on this thing, so I'm keeping my eye out, but when it does, I'm going to get that. Anyway, we'll try to play something else, shall we? Yeah, that's what I mean. It only comes with 30 out of the box, so up to here, and then beyond there, you go on the official website and you basically put on an SD card the download file, which is basically a CD key, and you just put it in here, and then you go to the options like so, and go to system and unlock, and then it'll unlock the games, and there's going to be, they've been drip feeding the other games over time. And yeah, some of them have been great, you know, like say the original Fatal Fury wasn't on there, you know, but they've added it over time. Last Blade, the Metal Slugs. Oh, is it? I'm not sure what I can do about that. Is it because of the stream? Like the stream health? No, the stream health's fine. Not sure what to do about that. The tag battle. Which one's that? So yeah, 95 Fatal Fury 3, so that's like late Super Nintendo sort of thing. It's very good for the late Super Nintendo. Should we do some Samurai Shodown, shall we? Oh, I know. It's not bad though. I mean, if you're going to rip off something, the Switch menu is quite nice. I haven't played Sam Show 4 on here yet, so... I'll leave it in Japanese because I don't know if the blood will be in it if I have it in English. This was First time? Yeah, the Neo Geo releases by Hamster, they're just like lazy, they're just like, oh, here's a picture of the game. Oh, we have to change that, we've actually got every kick button, every punch button. I don't know why that one there to begin with, to be honest. This was the first Samurai Shodown I played, I think. Oh, let me turn it down a bit. How's that? Hopefully that's a bit better. I should have looked up buttons for this because it's definitely changed from Sancho, so. Alright. Calmers, God. How's it? Is it any better? Let me do some Showdown so I can actually somewhat survive that. I like that. Normal MVS. Is it echo? Is it echo from my voice or is it echo from the game? Alright. Echo from my voice and it's still happening, I take. Maybe it's okay now, maybe I just need to turn it off and on again. Video capture, video, audio input, video input. Not too bad. Just trying to think here. Is it that one? Ah, I think I know what it was. I think because I put my webcam on, that was capturing audio as well. Let me know if that's fine now. Oh god, sort of puppy. Ah yes, my mistake. Yeah, then for some reason I thought it would be smarter than that, but evidently not. Ba-bang. I'm not very good at Samurai Shodown. Yeah, it's a shame with this version though, because there's no way to get a version with the fatalities in, because the AES version just doesn't have them, no matter whether you set it to Japanese or what. You can get the bloods if you set it to Japanese, but for some reason no fatalities. Which is weird, because they're not that graphic, they're just, their sprite comes in half, but it's like, there's no blood. But there you go. Any way to play that's MVS. have the scaling extra. What do you mean, like? What do you mean by scaling? Like, as in like video scaling? Oh, I don't know actually. I haven't really tested it enough. I assume not, but I don't know. There is very nice scan line options in that collection, though. We'll say that. I've heard the netcode code isn't great, even though it is rollback. I've heard it's not great. Ugh. Probably though 5 is a contender. That last boss is just cheap as hell. But yeah, it took me ages to beat the first time I showed, and I got it on the hamster version of it, Arcade Archives, and whew, that was an angry time for me. It's like again an earthquake and nightmares. I felt like in the original Samurai Shodown I had to be very slow when doing any inputs. I felt everything I did had to be done a lot slower than it would be on your average fighting game, because I think that was SNK back then, like the first Fatal Fury. You have to you input those half quarter circles like a molasses. You can't do it fast. It's not going to happen. Oh, nice. Well, I bet the Mega C ones probably aren't that bad. They're probably censored, but... Oh yeah, this guy's just called Nicotine. What the bloody hell is that about? Let's see if I can remember his special. There we go. Didn't work, but I did it. This is probably my favourite Sam Show game though. This or 4. Of course, yeah. Anyway, I suck at Samurai Shodown. Let's not belabour that point. I swore last... yeah. Here's a game I like. Yeah, I think so, because like whiffing is basically a death sentence in Samurai Shodown. Can't afford it, you're dead. Because one heavy strike and you're done. And I love that, but I also very much suck at Samurai Shodown. Last played. Whew, this game, man. This was... of the fighting games, this might be my second favourite of their games. I love this game so much. So good looking. Yeah, I'm trying to think what else. Because I don't know if Metal Slug's my favourite games in the SNK library. So I really love Metal Slug, but it's that or Garou. Look at that. I don't remember how to play this. So it's weak, strong, kick, repel, and C and D for throw. They did, yeah. I forgot about the collect mechanic. That was like parrying of its time. That's C and D. Ah, we'll wing it. Where's my main? There she is. Yeah, I mean SNK was big in Latin America, wasn't it? Though my friend from Brazil, he's so huge. SNK there. I think they always made like Latin American characters in their games, probably because they knew full bloody well that it was popular there. Yeah, you're probably right. Yeah, like this has a very beautiful like pastel palette, if you know what I mean. Shame it's art fighting though, isn't it? I tried to get into art fighting, I just couldn't, man. I just couldn't get into that series. Very, very janky. Imagine what this must have been at the time to see. People were so like obsessed with 3D, but like in the arcade, it was still chugging on with beautiful looking 2D games like this. Yeah, it is very methodical. I like the spacing aspect of that game. I will give it that. Like, I love how like spacing is super important in that game. But I felt everything felt just a little bit weird, you know. Had some cool stuff in it though. Like, I liked in like, the original game at least, you had this thing where you do these bonus stages, but they actually give your character permanent upgrades, which is kind of cool. Suck it. Yeah, exactly. Which was strange, wasn't it? Because like in the arcades, basically, like the music of an arcade game was the kind of thing that tried to vie for your attention. Really, you know, you could hear those games around the corner. You know, back in the day when you went into an arcade that had like 50 different machines all playing at once, it's that one that sort of pops out of the crowd that usually sort of gets your attention. But this game didn't need that. This game was above such frivolous things like music. It'd help if I knew I moved this properly. Yeah, no, I agree. Like there was a really like in the first Art of Fighting this, because I think they're adding Art of Fighting 3 on here eventually, but not 2 for some reason. But I liked how in Art of Fighting, yeah, you did actually have a proper kind of story going on, you know, and it had voice acting and everything, you know. Yeah, they don't care about the violence in this. Shinsengumi do not mess around. I missed. Ah. Just wish I remembered her super. I don't remember that off the top of my head. It's interesting because obviously Samurai Shodown is kind of like an Edo period kind of samurai game, and this is like Meiji Restoration, so you've kind of got all your famous Japanese history all sort of there. Nah, bugger. New house especially. Getting wrecked. Oh. Oh my god, what was that? What a travesty. Anyway. We could put on a bit of art fighting now that we've been speaking about it. Trying to trick you there by putting MVS up there. Don't need no clogs.
Round one.
I mean, the sprites are nice and big, you know, for better or worse. I mean, it does make things a bit sort of claustrophobic, just that thing when you go for big sprites, but... Suck it. I also like that you get wounds in this game as well. No, 3 is coming. I know that's one of the hidden games because people were data mining the games that are coming, and 3 is on here. That is going to be on here. But not 2, and I don't know why. Alright. Calm down. Problem is, once this guy runs out of ki, he essentially just becomes Dan from Street Fighter. That's pretty much it, really. That's all she wrote. Oosh. No, I hate this game. Oh, did it? Don't remember that. Let's see. I guess we can play some King of Fighters. I suppose that's plausible. Play 98, it's one everyone likes, isn't it? Ah, that makes a lot of sense. So, jab at thingy. Team play. Advanced, I guess. Okay. And where have you gone? Yep. Yeah, I'm a big fan of 2K and 2K2. I didn't play much 98 back in the day, but I hear this is the best one. It's a very good looking game. That beautiful animation. Power wave. Oosh. That'll learn her. Nice, Robert. Not that mobile in our fighting, are you? Oh, damn me. Oh yeah, she's a very kind of very what's her name, Sakura like. It sounds a bit like Kiryu from Yakuza now I think about it. Oosh. Speaking of, thought I'd bring this guy along, being we're doing a SNK stream. He's a bit dusty. Hope you like Terry, this stream basically in a nutshell. Four Terrys. Oh, what was that? I don't know if I'm not understanding the super bar in this, but I can't seem to do any supers at all. I would have loved to have seen some like a Dinosaur stuff on here. I think there's like there was a couple of SNK games that use that. Is it Atomisware? Atomisware? I don't know. Oosh. I might have been a bit sort of advanced for the emulation to handle because I mean, let's be honest, pretty much anything can run SNK games from this era at this point. There we go. being stupid. I don't know what games used it. I'm pretty sure that a couple of the SNK fighters used it. Was it? What one was it? I swear there was something after King of Fighters 13 that used it. Tell you what, we'll move on because we've got a lot to get through. Just play my favourite fighter on here. I think this is not really a surprise to many people who for being their favourite fighter. Yeah, I would have loved Metal Slug 6 on here, I tell you. We'll use Rock.
Rock Howard. Round 1. Fight.
I used to like really want a home copy of this game back in the day when really the only way to play it was through emulation. If you didn't have like a Japanese PS2 or was it Dreamcast? British Dreamcast, I think. Yes, I've heard about that. I am so excited for a proper Metal Slug. You know, if it's a 2D sprite-based Metal, you don't have to be sprites even if it's hand-drawn Metal Slug, I'm on board. I just don't care. I love Metal Slug. Don't know if I care about a mobile game, but you know, never know. Yeah, that's the only thing. It's like, you know, I mean, you know, 7 wasn't that long ago, and that was good. Suck it. But yeah, as a Neo Geo successor, I don't know what that means. You know, like, does that mean they're going to make a new hardware stuff? Because I don't know what would be the point. And like, I don't really see the point in making a console. You know, like, what would be the point? Just release their games on like whatever modern gaming systems out. It's not really that much benefit for it these days. I mean, they are. I'm not going to lie. Or, I mean, yeah, 6 was a bit different. You did have the ability to sort of do what Contra's been doing since Contra 3, where you could stock up multiple weapons, and you had some characters like Ralph in it, which is kind of cool. But yeah, they weren't quite as original as the early ones. Sort of risk you take with run and gun games. So how many times can you do that formula? You know. Just defend. Love that mechanic. yeah, I would put money on there not being a console, unless their expectations are very low, like they don't try and make a very high spec machine. Oh, we go T-Zoc. T-Zoc? T-Zic? I don't know. Yeah, I'd love to be programmed. Even if they just did like a system that was in the realm of power of as this, but with new games, I'd be okay with that. Honestly, if they could make games that look as good as this, I'd be fine. Like this is timeless. I don't need King of Fighters 13, 14. Are we on now? But I don't feel like they're gonna do that. I feel like they are gonna push graphics, you know, with like say what they've done with Samurai Shodown and stuff, which I suppose is fine, you know. I just think these games are still as pretty as you like, you know. Alright, walk into it, I don't care. Anyway, speaking of Metal Slug, yeah, that's what I mean. I don't know what really is the point. It's not like back in the old days where they were trying to make hardware arcade perfect games at home. That needed back then for them to make their own machine. That was necessary. It was the only way you were going to do it. But that isn't really true anymore, so I'm not going to change to Metal Slug. No chance.
Mission 1, start! Thank you. Heavy machine gun. Heavy machine gun.
These games are so cool.
Okay. Thank you. Okay.
Ah. Enemy chaser.
Enemy chaser.
I love it when you've got like a heavily armed camel. Get off. There we go. Let's get the Metal Slug proper, shall we?
Heavy machine
Heavy
gun.
machine gun.
Okay.
I really wanted, there is a Metal Slug model kit you can buy, but just a bit pricey for what it was. I really wanted it. Sounds a bit gradius there. Gonna get nice, gonna get nice. Rocket launcher. Times like these you kind of miss auto fire. Auto fire. I do have there is a turbo button on this, but
Heavy machine gun.
I don't know. Jump. Whew, that's close. Rocket launcher.
You're great.
I know I am.
Mission complete.
I can't argue with that. Gagaman, to be honest, it's just one of the
Start. Thank you.
most beautiful looking games
Laser gun.
series. X is probably my favourite of the series, but I love 3 as well. I mean, they're all great, pretty much. If I have a least favourite, 4, maybe? I don't know, it's still good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Iron lizard.
Iron Lizard. Flamethrower.
Flame shot.
Can be a bit problematic with flamethrower though.
Thank you. Thank you.
Ah,
Flame shot. Firebomb.
yes! Whoosh.
Shotgun.
Just wish I had more ammo with this thing.
Thank you.
No, no! The knife can be your worst enemy sometimes. Yeah. If you're as remotely as good looking as this game, you've kind of... Damn it. You're doing alright. All those points. Oh no! That was stupid.
Flame shot.
But yeah, eventually this is going to have all 5 of the original of the Metal Slug games. So yeah, say all 5. I know they're more, but you know what I mean. That were on AES. I'd love something like the Metal Slug Collection, but for Switch, because I don't think we're going to get 6 and 7 on Switch. We might get 7.
Shotgun.
Oops.
Flame
Probably
shot.
better against these things anyway.
Okay. Shotgun.
This boss coming up can be bullshit. Not careful. Oh no! Didn't mean to do that! No! Bloody. Oh, bloody hell. Oh, we'll use that, never mind. Yes. Oh no! Yes, the cat is important. I always feel sad when I die on a... Cheers. I always feel bad when I die on a boss though, because I was like, you didn't save any of the prisoners. So I ate them and then they died with me.
Mission 3, start.
Maybe I'll marathon the Metal Slug games one day. I have them all on the Wii, so I have the Metal Slug collection on the Wii, but it's probably not a really good way to capture from there. It'll look like arse. So. But I can play 1 to 5 on here when they finally do come out, so you know. Oh no! I love that they got a fork. It's so stupid. I think that's another thing I love about Metal Slug. It's just its sense of humour, like visual comedy. I mean, if you've ever been on the Metal Slug collection, you look at some of the art that's in like the museum there. There's just so much funny, like artwork they did, production art, and so many ideas in there that I thought, oh, it's a shame that would have been funny if it made the game. I don't remember it being this laggy on the system, but maybe misremembering. Metal Slug 2 was a bit laggy. God, it's like that Sonic fan game. Enemy chaser. No. Oh, that was jammy. That was in Jamalami. Oh, God. Oh, this hurts my fingers. I don't know what they did for me or something. I swear they did a PlayStation run and gun game. Correct me if I'm wrong though, but I'm pretty sure they did. Drop shot. Almost useless shot for other than this exact specific bit. I know. The metal slug carrier. Yeah, is that the game I'm thinking of? The place that was like a PlayStation sprite-based game. It's quite relatively unknown. Or am I thinking of something else? Very possible I am. Take it out. Never it. Never it. Oh, Garou 7. Never mind then. Oh, cool. Nice to see you, Hunt Thunder. Don't get yourself in trouble with work, though, over this. We're just metal slugging it. No. Give me something. Yeah. I apologise when I'm making stupid faces. I'm not sure what my run and gun face is like. Oh, die, would you? Yes, I agree. While that Capcom stick's cool because it's got AVP on it and stuff, it's like that's kind of it. They're just the only reason I'm interested is because they put some games that I want to play hostage on there. But and I know it's got Sandwa parts as well. But oh my god, is it expensive? And not like this. It's a two-player thing, which is unnecessary because you can daisy chain two of these together. Or put one of those awful knockoff Neo Geo CD sticks, controllers in it. But yeah, it was unnecessary for them to make a two-player one, which racketed up the price unnecessarily. You know, because that's like 200 quid. This one, I paid 140 for this. I know they're cheaper. You know, it's just that at the time I couldn't get it any cheaper. I know you can get them for about 120, I think. So yeah, I mean, it is annoying. And this just has a lot more games on it, you know. And it's more versatile because you can use this as a normal stick, you know. I don't think you can do that with a Capcom one. And as much as I love AVP and I love, you know, well, I'm trying to think now. It's like I wish you could have had way more on there, like Cadillacs and dinosaurs. How cool would that have been? I think that's Capcom. I'm pretty certain it's Capcom. not doing very well. Oh dear. Oh no. I'm not doing great. I'm going to blame it on being Marco. I wonder if their hitboxes are any different. I assume they're the same, but you never know. It's Theo and that would be a lot smaller. Yeah, I heard about the Final Burn Alpha thing. That's really shitty. Like, why does Capcom feel the need to do that? Why don't they just pay the license? Or no, so it's something to do with like some of the developers or something, wasn't it? Were on board and now they've left because of it. But they weren't told. My little Hadoken prisoner. The Hoboken. I think that's literally what people call it, the Hoboken. Game I really like is Metal Slug Out. I really like Metal Slug Advance. That works great. What I really want to play is those what's it called ones? The ones on the Neo Geo Pocket. They look great. No, just like, oh, for God's sake! Christ! I'm really good at this. Thank you. That's a fat load of good, isn't it? The way the aliens die when you get towards the end of the game. I think it's this one, or the next one. 3 definitely. Pretty grim the way they die. It's a space battleship Yamato. I almost bought that Neo Geo X. I was so close. I literally had it in my basket and I was going to buy it, but then I was just like chickened out because it was kind of expensive. Dodged the bullet there, didn't I? I just don't get why these lazy systems, like, you know, like the what's it called things? Is it At Games who make those shitty Sega Mega Drives until recently? No, say what you want about China, but lately with their little portable handheld devices they've been making, apparently they've really been stepping up their game, you know. So something that maybe something I've thought about at times, like, you know, one of those little devices. God knows what they're called weird names, but I see them around like one that's like aluminium shell on it, and it looks you can play PlayStation quite nicely. Right. Weird place for a rocket launcher pickup.
Okay.
That's one of the things I'm interested in this, because like, this has already been hacked, and people have added like CPS 1, CPS 2 and all that onto it, so this can be infinitely more viable. I'm waiting until it gets a bit better, because not everything works, but like, you know, like people are playing like Shodown IV and all that on here, and down the line I might entertain it. People already hacked all the games in, so I could always do that. And apparently it's really easy, because you literally just put it on an SD card and then you just do like a software update, and it thinks it's a real one, but it's not. So it's like just a custom firmware that someone just made, and there's not really any copy protection on this, so there's nothing really stopping people doing it. Oh, I hate this. Oh yeah. So I was going to see how this pans out with once all the games are on here, then I might just hack it, you know. And I've heard that it's very easy to roll back. You can literally just go to factory settings and undo it all. You can either boot them directly from an SD card and only have it so the fact like the games appear when that SD card's plugged in, or you can have it put on the machine completely. So it has 5 gig storage in this, like free space, which is obviously way more than it uses by far. This doesn't even use a gig, you know. So it's like I've heard people saying, I don't know how true this is, I think it was somewhere like on Neo Geo or whatever, and they were saying that they might be doing like paid games on here. I can't see how that would work, because they're just going to get hacked and no one's going to buy them, are they? And I don't even know how it would even work. So this thing is anything but lazy. I will say that. You know, this is not half-assed. You know, it's not perfect, but it's not half-assed. Not by any stretch. I'm rather enjoying this. Obviously, £140. You could argue is pretty steep. You know, really. And I guess I agree. I know. Back. Yeah, this is leagues better than that mini. I felt like that mini was kind of like a toy. You know, I don't see this so much as a toy. Yeah. Oh, stresses me out. Do a bit of Shock Troopers. Yeah, I'll give Super Spy a bash in a bit if you want. I'm terrible at it, but yeah, that was one of the added games. Remind me to play that. I like this game. It's just like very Ikari Warriors. but I suck at it. Really? Shock Trooper 2nd is coming as well, I think. So there's that too. I'm not very good. I've not really played much Shock Troopers before. I've dabbled, but... Oops. So I'm not very good at these kind of games. Ever since like Super C, I've always been shit when they've been like this sort of top-down type thing. Not really sure what the difference in the characters are, whether it's cosmetic or what. Yeah, I agree, Gagaman. That's the only thing about this thing is it's so fighting game centric, and I know that that's their thing, but it wasn't their only thing. It could have had like what's it called on there? Arrow Wings, Sonic Wings, whatever. That game. You know, and it is getting the Metal Slug games. It has got Shock Troopers. You know, it's not devoid of them. It's just that, you know, if you don't like Metal Slug, aka if you're an idiot, you are kind of boned. Oh, look at that! Whoa! Ah, blood! Literally exploded. I'm surprised they didn't like make this into like a Rambo game in the West or something. Reminds me of the Sega Master System game. But Rambo, not Shock Troopers, that would have been weird. It seems they went. The art style's a bit different in the second squad. Yeah, but yeah, when people hacked this, the only thing that seemed to have slowed down that I saw was when people were emulating Third Strike, which I guess is understandable. You know, CPS 3. You know, it's a bit of a pig. I suck at this game. So I don't really know how you play this game. I'm just all punching guys. The only thing that is good and bad. There are only Japanese versions of these ROMs, which most of the time is fine because you can just select the language, but not always. You know. Oosh, 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 oosh. Shank. It's weird, this game. I don't. Maybe in English it makes more sense, but I don't know. Just stabbing in the face. Oh, it's weird. Oh, I went right through. Get EXP as well. Neat. Oh, you headbutted me. What is that? Have some. Sure. Fine. What is this? This game's so weird. Not an easy game. Yeah, he's literally shanking me with a screwdriver. Oh, nice. Thank you kindly. Meh. that supposed to be blood, or is this just really rusty or something? Yeah. Haha, it was a trick all along. Ow. Oosh, oosh. Ah! Leave it out. yeah, yeah. First person rolling thunder. Just really crap. I don't know if like, no, it wouldn't have done. I was gonna say, I don't know if it had special buttons or something in the arcade, but it probably wouldn't have done. MVS is MVS, isn't it? Who'd spend money on this rubbish? In the arcades, like you play this once and you'll be like, nah, I'm good. How do I level up? It says I've got level. I'm level 1. Oosh. Have some. Oh yeah, I mean, it's a laugh. It's not good, you know, but I'm having fun, kind of, in that weird. Alright. Alright. Oh, they're having a cigarette break. Hey, I'm level 2 now. Oosh. Come on. I can kill these guys in one now. Oosh. I like that you level up. If they like flashed or whatever when they were gonna do an action or something, it would have been a lot better. This game probably is a lot more fun as well if it's in English, which you know it's not. But I've heard because that they're doing that Christmas version of this, and it's the same, only that it's going to have MVS versions in there as well. And I'm thinking that they're going to release it as free, like a free update for this to add the MVS versions to all of these. They better do. Because MVS Samurai Shodown I'd like, because I'd like to be able to put as many lives as I bloody want in there, but also then I'll have the fatalities. Is he jabbing? He's jabbing me with his fingers. Oops. Pressed the wrong button. I ran out of lives anyway. No, they're all AES. Every single one of them on here. They're all Japanese AES ROMs, but obviously a lot of AES ones have language options anyway. Yeah, now AES Home, MVS Arcade, yeah. You can select the MVS difficulty, but you can't actually use the dip switches and that to change the functions, which is annoying. That is the only annoying thing about this. But yeah, if you look at this collection, the only thing that's not a fighting game is all fighting games. All fighting games. All fighting games, and then we've got like sport games, action, 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 action. That's it. Yeah. So you know, this is very. Yes, it has Kazuna counter. I'm not very good at that game. Know what league bowling's like, but I like this. I don't think I've spent my money poorly on this. Yeah.
Hey, let's bowl.
Oh, how good's that? Oh no. He definitely loves it. Yeah, spare. Nice. Oh my gosh. This is alright. It's bowling, isn't it? Oh. Whoops. You suck. Put a bit of... Oh, I almost screwed myself there. Oh, what the hell? Ah, damn it. I like this game. This is kind of fun. It's a shame I can't change the language to English, but you don't really need to. Strike. Or, sorry, SNK ball. Oh, how good is that? A double. Whew. Look at that turkey. That's fun. I'll give Super Sidekicks a go as, you know, just a thing, because football. Yeah, that'd be nice. Luck, I assured you. I assure you, it was definitely luck. So, kick. Kick. Who should we be? England. Go on then.
First game. England.
They're adding that football game that's a lot like Baseball 2020 as well. Oh no! Gimme, gimme. Ah. I know. Kick him. Oh, come on. Be good at football. Be good at football. Oh. Oh. No. Sensible soccer this ain't, but it's alright. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, there's a shoulder tackle? What the hell? My guy's got a shoulder tackle. How's that fair? Goal would be nice. I'd like a goal. Look, it's just a freaking shoulder tackle. Really? Yeah, I think the thing with SNK is they found their niche and they definitely stuck to it. You know, if anyone has any sort of requests for me to play, I can put them on. Can't promise I'll be very good at them, but you know, it is a shame in a way that they did sort of like double down on the fighting games, but it is what they were good at. So, you know. World Heroes perfect? Alright, go on then. I'm no good at World Heroes. I've played one of the World Heroes games before. No idea how to play this. Play the blue ninja guy. Is this the blue ninja guy? I mean, he's blue and he appears to be a ninja. Did he just shoot a shark at me? Is that nonsense? What the? Oh, okay. Let me quickly reboot because I can't use this guy anyway. Ryu looking guy. Ryu looking guy. There's a Ryu looking girl. That's weird, it's like it's a completely different level, yet it's the same person. It's like they don't have stages that are specific to a certain character. Worth it. Oh, put it in the face. Karnov's Revenge, is that the one with the boss that's like ridiculously difficult? And I know that's rather vague to thing to say. Rasputin, oh god. I need to play these games more because they sound mental in the best possible way. But yeah, I mean, that's more or less it really. I mean, obviously there's a lot of games on here. A lot of them are just other games in their same respective series, but it's all very good. I guess I'll call it there because there's not really much more to show. Isn't sort of retreading. Oh, okay. So yeah, I rather enjoyed. I'm enjoying this, should I say? Still enjoying this. I've got plenty to do on here, but I might down the line do like a Metal Slug marathon. You know, when all of the Metal Slugs are on here, like 1 to 5, I might just go through them all and sort of see if we can do all of them in a row. You know, But yeah, thanks for checking in. I had fun going through this, and I learned a thing or two about SNK, some games that I'd never played before, and I look forward to playing the full list. I have to look it up because I have seen it before, the full list, and there's quite a lot to come still. I'm good. I'm glad you had fun with this because SNK never got its fair shake at the time. People now go back and play SNK, but they were, we weren't there at the time, myself included. So, for the most part, outside of Metal Slug and some King of Fighters. So yeah, I don't know what's next. What's the next thing? Is it the PC gaming thing? But yeah, we have more to come tomorrow. So I guess that's that. Thanks for checking in, and see you next time. Bye.